If you forgot something suddenly, instead of saying, I forgot, you can naturally say, it slipped my mind. If you're getting late somewhere, don't say, I will come late. Native speakers usually say, I'm running late, after drinking coffee, or after taking some rest. You can naturally say, I needed that. When someone feels nervous or rushed, you can comfort them by saying, take your time. When someone shares a problem and you understand that feeling, say, I can relate. When someone says sorry, instead of saying, it's okay, you can casually say, no worries. If you're really tired after work or college, don't always say, I'm very tired. Native speakers usually say, I'm exhausted. When life feels confusing, but you still want to sound confident, say, I'll figure it out. When you don't feel like doing something, native speakers often say, I'm not in the mood. When you completely forget something, instead of just saying, I forgot, try saying, I totally forgot. When you're really hungry, don't always say, I'm very hungry. Native speakers often say, I'm starving. When you want someone else to decide, you can naturally say, it's up to you. When someone helps you and you want to sound more sincere, say, I appreciate it. After joking with someone, you can quickly say, I'm just kidding. When you don't really like something, instead of directly saying, I don't like it, you can naturally say, that's not my thing. When you want to politely refuse something, native speakers casually say, I'll pass. When you recently started liking something a lot, you can say, I'm really into it lately. After feeling stressed or overwhelmed, you can naturally say, I needed a break. When someone feels bad about something small, you can comfort them by saying, it's not a big deal. When someone says something and you had the same thought, say, I've been thinking about that too. When life feels difficult, but you're still making an effort, you can say, I'm trying my best. When something surprises you, instead of saying, I didn't expect that, you can naturally say, that was unexpected. When something still feels new, but slowly becomes comfortable, say, I'm getting used to it. When you need more time emotionally, you can softly say, I'm not ready yet. When someone gives you advice, instead of only saying, okay, you can politely say, I'll keep that in mind. When someone does something special for you and you truly appreciate it, say, it means a lot to me. When you feel slightly sick, native speakers sometimes say, I'm feeling under the weather. When someone says something comforting and it genuinely helps you, you can say, I needed to hear that. When you can't answer immediately, instead of saying, I'll tell you later, try saying, I'll get back to you. When someone gives you an idea, instead of always saying, okay, try saying, sounds good. Use these daily, and your English will improve naturally. Subscribe for more.